So we've covered ETFs for passive income and we've covered bonds for passive income. Stocks can also get you passive income, and that's what I want to talk about today in this video. Comment down below and let me know your favorite stock or what your favorite stocks are and why you like them. Now today, investing in stocks is really easy, and you can use your phone and download an app and invest money. But at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing, then there's no one to help you. So you could possibly open up an account with, let's say, Robinhood and deposit funds there and start purchasing stocks and end up losing a lot of your money. So this video should help you to avoid losing money and making passive income from stocks. So stick around to the very end. So just before we start talking about stocks, a very quick reminder here: if you're new to the channel and this is the first time that you're seeing one of my videos, my name is Ian, and even if it's not the first time, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it, and that's how these videos get recommended to more people. And also consider subscribing to this channel, and when you subscribe, be sure to turn on all notifications, as that's the only way you'll get updates every day when I post new videos, and I post a new video here every single day on YouTube. So if you want daily content on personal finance topics, be sure to turn on all the notifications for this channel. Now back to the stocks. There are three important things you need when you invest in stocks. You need to first of all buy the right stocks, and then you need to also buy it at the right time, and then you also need to purchase it at the right price. But no one knows the future, so you can never really get all three right, at least not unless it's by luck. Now, to get passive income from stocks, you need the stocks to be paying you regularly and consistently. So yesterday I covered what a stock is, and if you didn't watch that video, you should. But a stock is just owning a fraction of a company, whichever you decide to invest in. Now, the payment that you get from stocks are called dividends. Dividends are payments from the profits that the company makes, and then they divide that among the shareholders, and depending on how much you own, then that will determine the amount of dividends you receive. So this brings us back to the type of stocks that we need to buy. The thing is this: not all stocks pay dividends. Even if a company is making a lot of money and profits, they may not pay any dividends. Instead, they may choose to reinvest all the profits into the business, which means that the stock will appreciate and your stocks will be valued at more than what you paid for them initially, but you don't get monthly or regular payouts from the stock. These stocks are blue chip stocks, and while these stocks are good, these aren't the ones you want for passive income. What you ideally need here are income stocks. These are the stocks that pay dividends consistently, whether it be once a year or 4 times a year or even monthly dividends. So you want to ensure that the stocks you are purchasing for your passive income portfolio are stocks that will yield dividends and not just good stocks that will grow. So don't buy penny stocks and don't buy blue chip stocks. Some examples of dividend stocks could be Coca-Cola, Walmart, Starbucks, JP Morgan, and many more of the big names that you're probably familiar with. So we've just covered the what type of stocks you should be investing in for passive income. And by the way, guys, you can invest with any brokerage that you like. You have all the options now. There's WEBULL, which is free and even gives you a free stock when you sign up. I've left a link below to that. There's also Robinhood, which is also free and very popular. There's Acorns, there's M1 Finance. I've also left a link below to that as well, and they give you $10 for using them. And there's also SOFI Invest and many more that you can choose from. And if your goal is passive income, the platform you use doesn't really matter that much as the type of the stocks do. But in my opinion, you should go with one that doesn't charge you any trading fees and also gives you a bonus and also allows you to invest in fractional shares. And that's why I use both WEBULL and M1 Finance. So now moving on to buying stocks at the right time. There's usually no right time to buy stocks because we can't tell the future, but we can look at the history of the company and see its past performance and estimate based on how it's performing if it will continue to do well. Now, the risk factor also comes in here because companies go bankrupt all the time. So the best thing to do is, one, do your research, and secondly, don't invest anything you can't afford to lose in any single stock. Now, if you're afraid to lose money or you see the value of the stock go down, or if you're afraid to see the value of the stock go down rather, then you probably would be better off investing in something less risky such as an ETF or a bond, and I made videos about those as well, so be sure to check those videos out too. So purchase when you can and with what you can afford to. Don't sell your car or use all your savings to invest in any stocks because there's always the risk of losing money even if it's in for the short term. Now, when it comes on to the price that you should pay for a stock, you need to find out what the stock is actually worth, and you can do this by looking at the company's assets and their liabilities. This can and will give you an idea on if the stocks are overvalued, undervalued, or in the ballpark where they need to be. Now, companies from time to time do sneaky things which can overinflate the value of their stocks, like stock buybacks, so you need to know what the company has been doing. Now, when you find out what the value of the stock should be, then you can determine if you will invest in it now or you'll wait until the price is adjusted to where you think it should be. Now, there are companies that have really healthy looking balance sheets and they pay dividends, and the stocks keep on appreciating year after year. So this shouldn't be very hard for you to find passive income stocks that you like that you can invest in. Now, this is very, very important because if you look back, there are some stocks where if you purchased them at the wrong time, you would have lost a lot of money, and we can look at GM, for example. Now, back in 2004, they were trading at around $60 and paying dividends. And then in 2006, I believe was the year, they fell all the way down to about $20. So imagine if you had invested all your savings in this one stock for passive income in late 2005, and then only a couple months later, your money lost 60% of its value. That's like investing $10,000 today, and then in February, you lose $6,000. You definitely don't want to be in that position. And I'm saying this because in the case of this stock, it's still not back at where it was before, and this was about 15 years ago. It's trading at around $30 right now, which is half of what it was worth then. So this is the thing with passive income stocks. There is a risk. With all stocks, there is risk. On the flip side, there are companies that did the opposite. Look at Johnson & Johnson, for example. If you had bought that stock in 2005, unlike GM that lost 60% of its value, Johnson & Johnson has actually tripled in value. It moved from about $60 per share in 2005 to $150, which is where it's trading at right now, and it has been paying dividends. So passive income stocks can swing either way, so be aware of that, and that's why you want to do your research and not just invest in a stock because it yields dividends. Now, apart from just researching the individual stocks that you plan on investing in, it's also good if before you invest, you actually learn as much as possible about stocks and how the stock market works. And you don't have to be an expert at everything, but if you're watching this video right now and you don't know what a spread is or averaging down or tax loss harvesting, then you need to read and learn these things before you invest, and that's the best advice I can give to anyone. Now, if you're still watching and you're saying, well, I like the idea, but I don't want to risk it, then I would recommend that you still invest. But if you are worried and you don't want to take the risk, invest in something else like ETFs. And there are dividend ETFs which are a bit safer. Now, I want to also point out here that even though you pay taxes on profits from investments, it isn't as bad as many people make it out to be. If you hold the investments for at least 1 year, you'll be paying around 15%, which in my opinion is going to be lower than being taxed at your income rate. And if you make under $75,000 per year, I think it's either not taxed or it's only about 5%. So it's really not bad, and you should be holding these investments for many years to come if the goal is passive income. Now, if you want to learn about the stocks and the different types of stocks and what you should invest in depending on what your goal is, then I think you should watch this video. I'm leaving a link to it here on the screen. So comment down below and let me know if you understand passive income stocks, and also let me know what stocks or passive income stocks you invest in and if you like the income that they produce. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you were able to learn more about stocks. If you'd like to see more videos just like this one, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, as that's the way these videos get recommended to more people here, and I'll really appreciate it. And also don't forget to check out some of my other videos here on banking apps, credit cards, savings accounts, ways to make money, and more on investments. Now, if you aren't already investing, be sure to check out M1 Finance or WEBULL down below, as you can get a bonus and you can get to invest with fractional shares, so you can get in with as little as $10. Also, don't forget to subscribe and be sure to turn on all notifications for this channel, as that's the only way you'll be able to get updates when I post new videos here, and I post a new video here every single day on YouTube. And remember guys, I'm leaving a couple links down below to free stuff and free cashback offers, so be sure to check all the links down below in the description for all kinds of free stuff. Once again, I hope this video was very helpful. All the best with your investments and getting passive income from stocks, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.